It's Shopkulture. Man, Tuesday. Yeah, we used to do the 8:30ish. We ain't doing that. We're doing the 8-ish.
Trying something new.
Come on. So, man, guys, we want to thank you guys for tuning in and being back with us to another good show. Another blessing that we hear. It's a holiday week, Thanksgiving time to really, be blessed, be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Real quickly though, I'm joined once again by my man over here. You know who he is? The Shutdown Corner.
You know what it is, baby. Welcome to another edition. Appreciate y'all for coming out.
Anthony Toomer.
Come on.
Producer extraordinaire in the back over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nick Jones.
What up, what up, what up?
And you guys know I'm Barry Crosby. This is Shopkulture. Real quickly, man. Let's start it off. What are you thankful for in 2021?
Well, I'm always thankful for my kids and my children being a blessing to my life. I have a daughter looking at colleges. We're about to go do some visits, Cincinnati State, going to UNLV.
Okay. Running Rebels.
Come on, man.
Y'all don't know about that. Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman back in the day. For you youngsters.
So for me, man, I'm just blessed that I have 3 children in, middle school to high school. Nothing less than 35 in my house. You know what I'm saying? My elementary school kids are always sitting on all 4s.
Like everyone
says. So I'm just proud of my children, man, and I'm just thankful for them. I'm thankful and blessed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a long time coming, and then we talked about it and we manifested it and you blessed me, with an opportunity, and I just appreciate you. So I'm thankful to be here on Shopkulture, you know what I'm saying, and just have this platform and be allowed to be on the team. So that to me is what I'm thankful for.
Well, we're happy to have you, man. Welcome addition to this platform that we call Shopkulture. So we're all appreciative. Nick,
what up?
What are you thankful for?
Man,
talk to me.
I'm just thankful for being able to weather the storms that I've been able to pull myself through, and just be on this journey.
God is good, bro.
I'm producing. I'm going strong with the podcast game and producing this platform, my platform. Got other projects in the works. 9 to 5 is good. Me and the lady is good. I'm good, bro. I ain't got nothing to complain about.
That's what's up, man.
That's always a blessing.
And real quickly, I'm thankful for health, man. 2021 was a year. A lot going on from a personal standpoint. I had surgery at the end of last year and went into 2021. So my New Year's was laid up. I had a major surgery. And, when you have surgery, I tell you, man, you'll do a lot of self-reflection. And looking how my spirits were back then to, now it's just night and day. But even during that, because 2021 was just, it was rough, I said, I am the most thankful just for health, dealing with parents, elderly parents, saying, and family, just, it was a lot, but I'm here. And, we ain't going no place. Back, we're growing, like we told you we would. So that's where we're at. Real quickly, guys, a couple announcements. As I put up earlier, so we're going to confirm. It looked like December 26th. Guys, mark that in your calendar. We're going to have a meet and greet.
It's coming. We told y'all it was coming. Y'all get to come hang out with us,
It's going to be fun, man. You put a face to everybody that's been commenting, because we have a lot of people that seem to comment, and you almost come close to people, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know, right? You feel like you know, because you talk to them every day.
Right.
Yeah. So one of my partners said, man, I talk more on this group than I do my wife. I said, well, I'm not encouraging that.
Wait, whoa, don't put us in the line.
Hey, I am. Listen, stay on it, Blair. Stay on it.
I said, I'm not encouraging that. That's not what we were trying to encourage.
My wife.
That's not the, I look with Code about it. He looked at me like seriously, like I'm like, bro, I don't know what you want me to tell you that, because I'm not gonna be like, cool, We encourage you to stay married or stay in a relationship. We're just
a healthy balance. We do a healthy balance.
Well, shoot. We do. Oh, am I lying to myself?
No. You might. I don't know about me. I'm just...
Well, we're gonna talk about you in a minute.
No, man, no. But no, seriously, man. Hey, listen, I love the participation, man. Hey, if your wife is good with it, I'm good with it. Hey, don't cause no trouble at your house, though.
Yeah.
Just to hang out with
Just
us.
to hang out with us. But guys, we're gonna have more information. As it gets a little closer. So like I said, we got a few things going on. Like I said, this is initially the meet and greet. We just want to kind of just do something kind of informal. After we kind of, grasped and looked at the situation, I think we'll kind of make it, we're going to start doing some other stuff. I got some stuff. I've been talking to a few people, some black tie events type of thing, grown stuff, some prom stuff. We're going to do something, man. We're going to encourage a date night type of thing. So there's a few things that the Shopkulture brand is hopefully going to be a part of and, kind of help, get some stuff together. So
real quick, can I do a shout out since we're talking about what we're thankful for?
Mm-hmm.
Keandre, my brother. So not a lot of people know. I know everybody knows I've been coaching for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I've been training and coaching for a long time. Mm-hmm. Well, Keandre was the one that actually called me and was like, bro, why are you not coaching high school football? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your talent. And I was like, bro, I don't know how to get into any of that. Mm-hmm. He said, hold on. I'll hit you right back. Brother made one phone call and got me put on in Federal High School. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say I'm thankful for you, Dre. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You always motivate me, fam, and I'm thankful for that. I gotta shout that out, bro. Dre, I love you, bro.
Sometimes the opportunities are the ones, they just come out of, I always say, left field. So,
So look,
that is look. And guys, real quickly, like I said, man, make sure you like and share the page. Please, we appreciate the growth because the growth has been crazy.
Man, it's been crazy.
And again, I want to remind people real quickly, guys, when we make memes, it's not the opinion of Barry Crawford or anything to him.
Or Nick.
Listen, man,
I just put it out there.
Be wilding.
I talk shit. Excuse my French. I know you.
Yeah, well,
like the cussing, but I just be talking.
Okay, well, I
be talking my ish,
and that's all it is.
It's all in good fun.
Just remember that when we got feelings too. Mom, what's crazy,
you, bro.
This is real funny though. My son's mom went on my head about the last one we did. She did.
Oh my god!
She was crazy.
She watched it.
This is crazy. I said, "Oh, okay, so you watched it?" No, I heard. Oh my god, bro!
That like last week's show, man. That pop up went crazy, bro.
Oh,
like,
my goodness.
I had people at work coming up to me like, "Tune, what was that?" And I'm like, "Man, it's a pop up. That's how it goes."
I was at work like, yo.
But I think that giving it some time and kind of digesting everything that went on, I think we all can come to a conclusion that, we might see things differently, but at the end of the day, we're still family, right?
Family.
And apologies were made, and that's it. We move on. I know I don't harbor any ill feelings. I know you don't, because I seen that, you had that conversation.
Mm-hmm. And I've spoken to Tasha in comments, and
Yeah. And so I think we just got to remind each other, again, this platform is going to get heated sometimes. It's going to get passionate sometimes. But at the end of the day, guys, we're brothers and sisters on the bottom. Well, if someone was kissing cousins, I ain't going to say that.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Oh.
You're doing too much. No, but seriously, guys, like, on a serious note, we just want you guys to know that, even when we give an opposing opinion, it's not always our opinion. Sometimes we like to give different perspectives.
You got to challenge. You got to challenge them.
And if we don't challenge each other, how can we ever grow?
And that's it. Because at the end of the day, I think we all want to have a point of reflection, and it makes us. I know it makes me better, and I hope that makes each and every one of us better. So
I've grown since being on the show. I mean, we talk literally daily about life and how to move forward and grow and be better. So we're always ever growing. No opinion is a bad opinion, in my opinion. I want to hear it. I would just when we have these heated conversations, guys, let's make sure that even in the comments when we're commenting on memes, let's make sure that we try to dialogue with each other a little bit better. You know what I mean? Sometimes, we tend to snap at somebody that has an opposing opinion because, we're stuck in our opinion or what we believe to be right. But what's right for your life doesn't have to necessarily be right for Tom's life. You know what I mean? So we got to be able to dialogue, folks. We got to be able to conversate and converse and go back and forth with each other. And we're going to poke fun at each other. We're going to laugh. We're going to joke. You know, we're gonna have a good time. But you know, when it's time to be serious, and we got to be able to listen and take each other serious.
The dialogue is so important. Let's get on to some good stuff now, guys.
Let's get to it.
Good cold open. Good cold open.
Real quick, because I know we got to set stuff. Let us get something, because you asked me something. And I want to repeat.
Okay, so my question to the group, right, and to my fellow co-hosts, does the side piece get time on Thanksgiving or major holidays?
Man, and so when you said that, I'm like,
that's what I want to know.
You know what? This is a question I do have. It's 2021, right? How hard is it to have a side piece? It has to be hard to have a side piece. Really?
No, I don't think so.
Really? I would think that it's hard to have like a side piece.
I don't think so. So
you think it's easier or harder?
I think it's easier.
With social media, with everything else going on.
You know how to navigate your space. You
wow.
know how to navigate that.
But this is what the other day I had to think about, right? Okay, and you guys make compelling arguments, but my argument is you're taking away something, right? Even if you have a side piece, what if you have a family, right? So you're taking away that time that you could spend,
or a name,
or your main. But the main thing should be your if you have children, right? So you're taking
away. Let's take the family aspect of it. Let's talk about
aspect.
Hold on. Okay. Hear me out. Let's talk about strictly, and we can add the family aspect into it, you know, for married couples. But I'm just talking strictly about if I'm supposed to spend Thanksgiving with my girlfriend or my wife, my yada da da. Do I give the side piece any time on that day? On major holidays.
But that's what I'm saying. How can you, and you have a family?
Okay. Are we asking? So
I
again,
nobody's gonna do my family. I'm just gonna be honest.
Man, listen, you know me. I don't mind. Okay. Bring the shovel. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump. Let's dive in.
Okay, so I answered it. No.
No required time. I'm gonna say this. No time for a side piece on major holidays can be required. But if I can work that into my schedule, then I'll work that into my schedule. But again, as a side piece, he or she has to understand your role. But see, and that's why in 2021, you would say it's harder because
absolutely it's harder.
Hold on, listen. Okay. And I agree. I agree to disagree, but I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
And I would say that in 2021, I think it's easier if. And again, maybe at 2021, because I'm 36 years old and I'm more mature now and understand how to handle myself. So I would say that
we're almost the same age.
You know, we in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We in there somewhere. Somebody had a recent birthday, made them a little older, but it's all good. You know, a little grace coming in.
Oh shit.
But I would say as long as you have an established community, like my man Nick always say, my man Nick love communication, right? So as long as you have an established line of communication, you know your role. Because listen, you've been a side piece. I've been a side piece, and I knew my role, right? I wasn't. Hey, listen, don't call after 9. You know what I'm saying? You don't You don't do this. You don't do that. You know, don't.
You ain't gonna follow it. Women can't because emotions. Emotions. Okay.
I would say changes. Higher level of percentage for men that can handle it, but I definitely have been in situations and situationships. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, I've definitely been in situationships where the side piece knew her role. You know what I'm saying? You know this. Listen, this is what it is. You know, I'm not here to.
Can I ask how long? Okay, but wasn't the holidays even harder? Because if you're a side piece,
I don't think so.
Now you're saying that there shouldn't be really no emotional attachment, and I'm thinking that's impossible, especially because the holidays are important.
I'm not saying no.
It has to be some. Okay,
there's always emotion.
Yeah, you gotta have
when
emotion.
You listen. Whether it's friends with benefits, whether you're just fucking, there's always some form of emotion caught up in there somewhere, or attachment, right? So my thing is, as long as you keep that in check, and we keep that in the forefront of our minds, like, listen, this is what it is. When I explained it to you, it's what it was. When I broke it down for you, it's what it was. We're not gonna go past that, right? And if we do, we're in violation of the deal. We're in violation of this contract, right? And the moment you violate this contract, just like any other deal, contract, this contract is now null and void. You're cut loose, right? But again, I think, at 36 years old, and a person that has lived through it, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, been the side piece, had the side piece, had somebody have a side piece on me, you know what I'm saying? I think as long as you establish those roles, you know what I mean, then
you're hopeful that those roles and rules will be followed. But what I'm saying,
Well, that's the same thing in any relationship.
in any relationship, right? Yes, people do evolve. So
feelings change.
Feelings change. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So
But
in the holidays, I would think would really propel somebody to kind of reevaluate, right, their situation.
Yes and
like,
no. Yes and no.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think as long as we keep those emotions in check, you know what I'm saying, and as long as we're in control of what the end goal is, what the end game is. Hey, if the end game is just to get this off, bust that up, you know what I'm saying? And because again, how you deal with your side piece is going to be different than how Nick don't have a side piece. If baby girl watching, Nick ain't got no side piece.
But I appreciate you.
I
gotta hold my boy down.
I appreciate the disclaimer.
That's how you do it too, by the way.
You know,
I'm in a situation people don't make a disclaimer.
If
he had a side piece, I'm like, hold up.
And then you get home and there's a whole nother argument.
She do be watching, but I appreciate the disclaimer.
My boy's a solid figure, okay? He don't do the side piece. All right? Okay? But you know, as long as you know the rules of engagement are established,
okay,
right? And then, but again, rules of engagement also covers how do we end this. So if rules of engagement are broken, we understand that we are walking away. Because
that goes into one of our memes that we want to hold. I don't want.
But I do want
to that in a minute. Yeah. But go ahead. No, please jump in there. Nick, jump in there.
I was going to compound that on top of what you were just saying. In regards to knowing it's the two vital things that I took from what you just said: communication,
yes, sir,
and knowing your role.
Amen.
And if you're not communicating, then you're not gonna. Through communication, you should have an exit strategy. You know, you should know exactly what. Well, it would be nice to know exactly what it is that you're doing, but we always know things don't go exactly according to plan. Again, right? You. Through the changing and the evolving, through communication, you'll be able to better steer that ship.
Exactly. You know so then when that conversation of, hey, I'm starting to feel you, or I'm starting to want a little bit more, then I'm able to, well, hold on. You know what this was. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. We've continued to talk about this. I have to, you know what I'm saying, now take my leave. Yep. Because, you know, Again, I don't have no side piece. I'm single right now.
And also mean what you say when you say you out. Because people say that
but they really don't mean that
they out, and then they don't. Yeah, right.
They're not really out.
Right.
So holding your word, but that's again relationships.
But I think it has to be. So when having a true side piece that you're going to keep and hold on to, not just a one nighter, you know, not just not that they'll pick somebody that's actually going to be a solidified side piece, right? It has to be a mature person. It has to be somebody of
strong personality.
They have to be, because
they got to be okay with being the side piece.
So they have to be strong because they have to know their role and be accepting of that role. But again, I've met women that are, listen, I don't want nothing with you. That's not where I'm at in life. I'm just looking for some fun. Okay, well, here's my situation. You know what's up.
Excellent side pieces.
You know what I'm saying? Excellent side, man.
Excellent side piece.
And you never, and even as a man, I guess you would have responsibility to not lead the side piece on.
Exactly.
Like, hey, it's not going to be anything else. This is the situation.
So even if I do come over on Christmas, right, just to give you some respect, and you are my side piece. So think about like you said, there is emotion connected to this person. Okay. Right. So if I'm, hey, I'm gonna go give my side piece some time because hey, it's Christmas or whatever, she might even have a little gift for you. Wait,
that sounds real enticing, right?
Me personally, if I was in that, if I was in those shoes, whatever, holidays, that's for family.
Right, I agree.
She can wait till next week or the New Year, whatever. Okay. But the holidays.
See, I'm gonna hit you with something. That I know somebody that have done this in the past.
Okay.
You arrange holidays days before or days prior, or you know what I'm saying, or excuse me, days post. So it's either we do our Christmas on the 23rd, we do our Thanksgiving, on Tuesday before the Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bit deep for a side piece, though.
I'm gonna tell you why, though. Listen.
What's the side piece get out? I just gotta ask.
Because now you're scheduling around a side piece. That's crazy.
What you have to, though?
Well,
listen. Don't you listen? So I believe in communication and scheduling, right? Because especially when you live in a polyamorous environment, you have communication and scheduling is a very, very big thing. So having a side piece means that I have to have a schedule because it can't just be pop-ups. because pop-ups is how you get in trouble. Pop-ups is how you get caught.
But that's with anything though, too, though. You never should be a pop-up. Pop-ups, yes.
Let me ask you this real quick, though, Anthony. In a polyamorous situation, though, would a side piece even be necessary, given the fact that you have that access? You have that access to other individuals. Granted, you're letting everybody that you're dealing with
understand.
I thought that's how it
right.
worked.
So here's the thing about side pieces. Can we all agree that it's unethical and cheating? Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So my thing with even in a polyamorous situation, you could still cheat.
Right.
I agree with you. The necessity is.
Isn't the dynamic different though in the cheating aspect of it? I'm just.
So cheating is cheating.
Okay.
Even in a polyamorous situation, from my understanding, cheating is cheating.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Because the communication was lacking.
So one of the rules or guidelines or ways to follow in polyamory is honesty. Right?
Okay.
I have to be upfront and honest, right? Because again, it would be too hard to date Sue and Jane and be lying to Jane about Sue, but Sue knows about Jane. You see what I'm saying? There's too much.
Right.
Me trying to schedule, again, so because then I would have to schedule, hey, maybe we're gonna do Christmas today, but tomorrow I'm letting Sue know about Jane. So and the difference would be where in the side piece, Jane, you know what I'm saying, would know about Sue, but Sue don't know nothing about Jane. So Jane knows everything, right? Because your side piece has to know your life. Because your side piece has to respect your life. Your side piece has to know.
It almost seems like side piece will know more about your life.
I was just about to say the side piece almost knows more about you because the side piece is what you're hiding, who you really are. The side piece is you're denying your partner those pieces of intimacy to keep and give to that side piece. Otherwise, there would be no necessity for the side piece. You would give your partner all of you, right? So in a way, your side piece may not know you better, but knows you in a different way, and almost in a more
it's intimate, bro. It has to be intimate.
I would say so, but think about it like this, right? Let's say you're dating a woman, she don't like football, right? I mean, obviously, it just ain't gonna happen. But you're dating a woman, she don't like no ball. You meet a woman, and she's Seahawked out. She know all the players.
All the things. Yeah.
You're immediately attracted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you love your woman. You love your partner.
It's different. Yeah.
But the attraction to this side chick is one, we have a connection on another level that my partner don't have, because I can sit here and rap Seahawks. I can sit here and rap football. You know what I'm saying? So we have that bond. So I may not be just bonded in an intimate level with her. I may just like her because she likes football and she like this, and that. So I'm attracted to her, right? And that attraction creates an intimate attraction. So then I want her sexually. You feel what I'm saying? But I know less want my partner. So I make her the side piece. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying.
And it's still unethical. It's still cheating. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. You see what I'm saying? But in poly, it's the same thing. If I'm dating Sue and I'm dating Jane, right? I meet Lisa, right? But I don't tell Sue and Jane about Lisa, but I'm sneaking behind their back with Lisa, right? So she's still my side piece. It's still the same thing. It's still cheating. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Well,
I guess for me, with the poly situation though, with the access that you have, you wouldn't really, because everybody's understanding. Everyone's a part of that lifestyle, right? So
here's my thing, right? So and this tends to happen sometimes in poly situations, to where Nick's poly, right? His girl's being introduced to it, right? Later on down the road, she comes to him and says, "Hey, I know we've been dating women, but now I want a man. Are you good with that?" Right? Well, Nick says no. Right? We call that unethical hierarchy poly, but it's a whole other subject. But you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So then she now goes and does what she wants because the access wasn't there. Again, it's based on your relationship dynamic. Not everybody is, I'm dating her, we all dating together. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people, A and B will date, and A and C will date, but not A, B, and C. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's so there's so many different dynamics that we'll dive into that.
I got so many questions. Yeah.
Another day for that.
We got to do a whole story. We got a lot of comments.
I'm gonna go through the comments and then I'm gonna go straight to the first topic.
My guy.
All right. So, okay. So, let's just get it all out there right now. New start time Tuesdays 8 p.m.
Yes, sir.
I got it in the. I'll put it. I'll type it up again and throw that up in the thread here. I've already done so, but just to let y'all know, 8 p.m. start time. What's up, V?
V in the building.
V is in the building. She's also glad that you are better, Barry. She had surgery herself. She knows it's a challenge.
Yeah, thank
Facebook user, what up? What up?
How you doing?
V says that pop-up was crazy. It's a very challenging subject, but it needed to be talked about. Echo says the issues and topics discussed amongst this group are often avoided in everyday society. So being able to have open discussions and dialect are very much needed and appreciated.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Echo.
Julia's saying nope to, I'm guessing, the side chick or side.
Yeah, that was early. I seen that.
Yeah. This person says, Facebook user says, no, she's a side piece and should have a NDA sign.
That's Keandre. Keandre, go into the live page and comment through the live page.
Shopkulture Live.
Shopkulture
Through the group.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so V says, so Facebook user says, I don't think so. It's more accepted these days. V says, does your main person know about the side piece? No.
Nope. Yeah.
No.
So we gave,
no.
Well, what happens is we gave different scenarios.
Right.
Yeah. These are like comments from about 15 minutes ago. Facebook user says, I'm assuming it's a reaction to a new medicine.
I'm sure that's
Yeah. V also says if you have communicated it to your side piece and they agreed to it. So it sounds like she was in agreement to what we were saying earlier. Facebook user says if you work on in your schedule, you can go. Wait, if you work in your schedule, you have to go to them, not vice versa. Okay, and then Facebook user also says people are more casual about relationships these days. Open relationships are not as frowned upon as they were compared to the past.
And we're gonna have a topic about that because we want to kind of talk about it. It's gonna probably be a two-part because
2 or 3 part series where we're gonna dive into open relationships.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a ha he quick. I think it's gonna
be some of that, but we're really gonna get in depth and really talk about it, and
because I think it needs to be talked about because that is
a relationship style.
Yeah.
Facebook user says communication and comprehension.
Oh, comprehension.
Right. Echo says it's all about boundaries and respecting those said boundaries. Comprehension is key. Jennifer Cazell.
Jen, how you doing, young lady?
She agrees. Facebook user says is a platonic relationship cheating. And yes, Keandre, we can see you now, fam.
Yes, sir. Yep. Remember, guys, we got some shirts in. Make sure you guys get your Shopkulture shirts. It is here.
All right. First topic: insulting and exposing exes. Let me go ahead and bring up the banner here, or actually the overlay. So, insulting your girlfriend after a breakup and exposing her past in front of others. You failed as a man. Fellas, what's your thoughts on that?
Because I thought it was interesting, man, because we work at a barbershop. One of the things, when somebody breaks up, it's some hurt. But how open and how your comments and how you perceive the breakup and how you perceive the person should you discuss in that open forum like that? And that's where when I seen that, I was like, oh wait, because some brothers. They go in. All of a sudden, the woman's a hoe. She's all all this and that. Like, what you were with her for? How such.
Probably the very things that attracted you to her in the first place.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna take it a step further. Also, not even just when the breakup comes, but when you don't get the number. We see it all the time when you see a dude.
Oh, the rejection.
The
rejection.
God, bro, sad.
Yeah.
Sad. Some of y'all dudes, listen, some of y'all dudes is just clowns. I don't think there's nobody in Shopkulture, but I'm just going to call it out. Some of y'all dudes is clowns, bro. Listen.
But let me ask, is that just rejection overall? Because rejection, nobody likes rejection. Nobody, it can't be like, oh, cool with rejection. Rejection is a hard
beat. Well, let me ask you this. If when you offered me this position, you said, hey, come on, Shopkulture. And I said, and if I would have told you no, would that make you hate me? Would that make you diss me? Would that make you disrespect me in public?
No.
Is that not rejection?
Yeah. It's a form of it.
Rejection is rejection.
I think it's a little different though when you're talking about the intimate.
I think so too. But
a rejection when it comes to the opposite sex, because I think women really don't handle rejection too well.
I'm gonna be real. I think it's men. I'm
I
gonna jump
think
on
men
the
too.
dude. I'm gonna
I
jump
think
on
men
the dudes
too.
on this one because
Yeah.
I see it a lot more from like men when they get rejected in clubs or they get rejected. You know, they get their feelings and they get the. Well, you was an ugly bitch. You was an ugly. You know.
I never understood.
I never did too. I think
Never
that's corny.
Yeah.
But even when somebody's rejected, is the rejection how you reject somebody? Is it fair sometimes? I mean, can it sometimes?
No, now listen. Some of these women be a little.
They
be a little harsh, bro.
I seen it firsthand this weekend. Somebody did it. I'm like, damn, bro. I mean, the guy was just being like cordial. You know,
we see it all the time.
She said, "Boy, bye." I'm like, I said like 2 words. I'm like, damn, you know.
But you know, and again, I think you know, it still goes back to how we deal with it as a person. You know what I'm saying? I understand sometimes it hurts. The ego hurts. You know, it gets bruised every now and again.
Yeah, but that's a part of it. That's a healthy part of life
and growing. So again, how you deal with that, you know what I'm saying, is who you are as a man or woman. You know what I'm saying? So
I think it tells the most about probably a person's character is if they've been rejected and how they handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Humbling experiences.
It does humble you.
Like, man, you can go out your best fit and it'll shut you down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to agree with the post just simply on the fact that like you break up with a person, man, let it go.
How does that serve you in doing that? I don't understand.
I've never been one to go bash and you know what I'm saying? It just
especially when you call the person out their name. Like I think that's just
insulting and calling yourself exposing. Because exposing, well, we know what that means. Now you about to just put all their business out there on Front Street.
Or you know, whatever it happens to be. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a smidge of business or all their business or whatever.
Well,
none of their business.
I had to do it. I never forget this. He was in the chair. We were talking. They had a hard breakup. He's like, man, I should put her naked picture up. I'm like,
first off, that's a felony.
I'm like, bro.
That's
facts. And that's goofy.
Like, why would you do?
That's some goofy shit.
Come on, bro.
That's goofy.
But see, fellas, listen. Let me tell y'all something. For all you fellas that have ever threatened your woman with that, all you doing is messing it up for the rest of us that like to get some good pictures. Stop hating, man. Don't do that. Like, bro, first off, you're gonna catch a charge. You're gonna look real dumb sitting in jail, and Big Bruce come up talking about, man, what you in here for? And you like, man, I posted my girl's picture. You gonna have some problems, all right? So don't be a sucker. Because listen, I like my woman to send me something.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Listen,
I think that's a beautiful
man. Come on, talk to your boy.
But the thing about it,
don't mess it up for me, man. I might be trying to get a picture from your woman. Don't mess it up for me, player. Don't do that.
You cold on that one. Not only that though, man. Do you think as other brothers, when we hear somebody dogging their exes or something, should we step in and be like, bro, that's weak? Should you say something?
I do. Yeah.
Personally,
that's a red flag.
So. Again, you know, it's all about, and Nick, I want you to jump in here real quick. But again, it's all about who you're dealing with. B, if I heard you doing something, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you weak, bro. Don't do that.
No, you never.
Well, I know I ain't gonna hear it because I ain't got to worry about it. I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if I did.
No.
But if it was, you know what I'm saying, as a man and as my brother, I got the steps, bro. Hey. And now, if it's a personal conversation and she did something and you're, hey, bro, she broke my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what's up.
I'm giving you the scenario. This is a scenario. What happened was because you're my guy.
Right.
I'm
but
not saying
to come in the shop
talk about,
I can't hear that, bro.
I'm not doing that.
For one, I don't like, you know me, bro. I don't like, can I say it? I don't like weak nigga conversation. You know what I'm saying? So if I find something to be weak or simpish, I got to say something. Because I can't converse with a weak simp nigga. Okay. I can't. I need a man. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk like men. So if you sitting around me talking like a sucker, you got to get from around me, bro. Because it's depressing. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever sat in a room, Nick, and your man get or your partner get the bag on somebody? You got
especially when it's repeated, right? It keeps on like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
I can understand airing out your grievances. You know, as what you guys just got done saying. It's one thing to, you know, yo, man, I'm really going through it, bop, whatever. Mm-hmm. But to just off top, like your man's, I don't know if that's your man's, dude that was in your chair talking about, I think I'm going to just go ahead. Like, no, I can't have that type of energy around me, number one. Number two, Ain't no telling what the hell you out here saying about me if you so quick to do that about somebody that you was intimate with and was supposed to be your love, true love, or whatever.
Whoever they was to
whoever they were, right?
They trusted you enough to give you the intimacy,
right? And you out here exposing them, like, what the hell gonna happen and what you gonna say about me if we end up falling out?
Come on, and again, it's one thing to talk about the situation of what occurred.
Right.
It's another thing to be demeaning or talk about somebody's character, talk about that person.
Especially when you was rolling with them. Yeah. Them character flaws wasn't red flags to you when you was up in them.
You never had a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
You never had a problem.
Until they let you go. Now they this and that. And again, I just can't have weak energy around me, bro.
Yeah. And guys, call out the other guys when they do some stuff.
Please, that's a red
flag.
Ladies
do the same though.
But yeah,
ladies do the same.
You think women do this? You think women?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna say not at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I have heard it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have heard and seen other women. Hey, that that's not cool. But on a regular scale,
on a large scale, no. So yeah, not at all. I retract my statement on that. But yes, by and large,
no. I agree. I'm gonna give you the 90-10. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with you the 90-10 on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's say there's a group of women. Do you think let's just say it was 4 women there. I would think there'd be like at least 1 or 2 in the group.
I'd say if it's 4,
I would say
I'm going 1. If it's 4, I'm going 1. And hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Women are more empathetic to women's problems, right? Which is not. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong.
So it's the guy's fault.
Women, because women experience trauma from men on a larger scale, right? Men
more often.
We deal with our trauma differently. If I go through something and I come rap to you, B, I get it off my chest, I'm good. Like it's done, it's over, I'm ready to go. Whereas women tend to be more empathetic, so they're going to feel that hurt more. So they're going to listen a little bit more, and you know what I'm saying, maybe just kind of let her speak her piece before saying something. You see what I'm saying? Whereas a man, you being a weak nigga around me and crying about thank you. You know, you being a weak brother, you know what I'm saying, and crying around me about it, you know, is not gonna move me. I'm not gonna be as empathetic as I would if I was a woman or if I was speaking to a lady.
But that's the thing is, I just think that because we had also the meme when we're talking about parts of breakups and stuff like that, and you see it was all like from I'm like I wouldn't date these men. I mean, the women were just like,
oh, I saw that. That shit was depressing,
bro. But that's what I'm saying. So,
and it was all this. It's like, damn, are guys all? I mean, it can't be all these men that are like that.
It's the men that they interact with,
and
that they allow into their space, that they allow.
Perfect. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish what you said.
No. That's basically what it is.
It ties into that point I made a couple weeks ago when I said we as people tend to normally date in that normal same social circle, and that's why we continually go through the same traumas and same dramas, is because we normally date people that are very, very similar with small, tiny quirks and personality changes to the last person that we dated, right? But they're still going to have a lot of the same qualities, but they'll be different in 2 or 3 aspects, and that to a person is different. That makes them different, but they're very, very much similar to somebody else we dated in the past, and that's why we continually go through the same circles.
Well, I think that's part of it. I think it's part of it. Mm-hmm. But it's like Nick says, you just choose. I mean, hey, listen, it's just like in sports. GMs make bad roster moves. That's a bad roster move.
You got to understand
the wrong person. And you got to. Hey, if you see a red flag and it's something that you know that's probably not going to get better, but you sticking around for 3 to 4 years. Okay, well, what do you kind of expect?
I think some women don't want to face
failure.
The fact that at times you can be the common denominator as to why things are going left.
Us as well.
Yeah, But when speaking to your point as far as consistently choosing these types of individuals, you know, and then to say, you know, all men or niggas ain't shit like that. That's what I'm
100%.
And that's what we hear. And that's the problem because, you know, I think sometimes men we fall into that where we say, oh, women, it's not all it's the ones we pick. We picked wrong.
Most definitely.
They're looking at the camera, looking at the mirror. I picked wrong.
Definitely.
Right. That one was
but is it going to stop you from moving on to are you going to bring, you know, that failure?
So here's my thing is, as men, normally when we or a relationship ends with us, right? Let's say it ended badly. Mm-hmm. We will shy away from that type of woman for a while. You know what I'm saying? Our next one's gonna be different. She ain't gonna be nothing like her because I'm not dealing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go look for something totally different. Now it may not work. You know what I mean? And it may fail, but we'll totally go to something different first because we're like, man, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want no parts of that. You know, I don't want no parts of that whole energy. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a 50-50 thing.
You do?
Okay.
Okay.
Because you have fellas that do that,
Mm-hmm.
but then you have fellas that Chris Brown, and I'm
Brown.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. But you see what he did after Rihanna. Every other chick either looked like Rihanna.
Same vibe.
He was looking for Rihanna in all these other chicks.
Right, but looking for the
so some of them do.
Different.
Some of them do.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know what I'm saying?
It seemed like he had the same issue.
Or at least that's what it seemed like to me.
But he had the same type of
social class of women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. He dated in that same circle and continued on with that same circle of drama, that same circle of trauma, because he was dating that same, for lack of a better word, social class of woman. You know, and I'm not really talking about the social class of who they are, but the same type of woman, the model.
Right.
Yeah, you know what
Industry chick.
Industry chick.
Yeah.
And personality-wise, a lot of
say
them
more
were very similar. If you go back and look
I
at
say more behaviors.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I said.
The behaviors are
word. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Was behaviors. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Good shit.
Let's move on.
Cool. Here, let me read these comments real quick.
Oh, shoot.
We only got a few. It's not a lot. Mark said, "What up, Mark?
What's up, Mark?
I guess I'm a man then. I've never really had a messy breakup. Hey, man, salute to you.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Salute, bro.
Echo, she says, if you have to speak and express the reasoning of the breakup in a manner that is demeaning, it speaks more on the negatives of your own character rather than theirs.
Yep.
Will says, in my opinion, it hurts a lot more when you're younger and less mature. When you do grow up, you grow thicker skin and handle rejection better. I agree with that.
Agreed.
Yeah. And then Mark says, I think men are empathetic too. We just showed it in a different way. Instead of emotional, we men are more technical. We want to solve the problem right then and there. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
And whereas most women, they want someone to talk to share their emotions with, etc.
Right. And so that's what I was saying was, I didn't mean that men weren't empathetic. I meant that women, and Mark explained it perfectly, that they're empathetic in a different way, as where they'll listen, where us men were like, all right, listen, how can we fix you? Let's get you better.
Well, we want to get it done with, right? We don't want to keep talking about it, talk about the same thing.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? 45 minutes, and back to the. We want to. You have an issue. This is the issue. Let's solve the issue. And be done with it. I mean,
I don't want to talk 10 different times.
Oh my goodness!
Repeat the same story. No, listen. Where's the solution?
Yeah,
y'all are literally. I'm not even gonna say that. I might get in trouble.
Come on, Shopkulture.
All right, that was a dope topic. Let's go to the next one. What ended your last relationship?
Then that's what we were talking about, where it was just a whole laundry list.
Man.
And I was gonna actually read some of them, but I was like, damn, because it was just a laundry list.
I saw one that said the dude tried to kill her.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I thought it was gonna be kind of lighthearted.
There was the cheating. Everybody was cheating.
They're so cold. They left at lunchtime and went and got engaged. Like 3 o'clock. I was like, damn, we all.
Damn. That was a comment? Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm like,
down.
Well,
yeah. Man, I always say insecurities, insecurities by the other person. Always seem like it's always up there.
Want to elaborate? Want to give a little?
I think he was asking you what ended your last relationship. And correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely insecurity.
Yeah.
Definitely insecurity.
Elaborate. Let me hear
well, here, you go and I'll it's insecurity. I don't know what more. When somebody.
What was she insecure about?
Or were you insecure?
No,
that's why he's asking.
No. And I think I always say this when it comes to insecurities. I think women have insecurity a lot different than men. Like, for me is, I never looked at it, if you get into a relationship, you're dating or something, I never look at it as somebody's going to mess up or somebody's going to cheat. That's not
right.
If you make that type of judgment already before,
you're manifesting.
You're already behind the 8 ball. There's nothing more where we can continue, because as an adult, right? To me, if you're in an adult relationship, that shouldn't be part of it. But part of it is what me and you got going, what me and you are doing. Right. I shouldn't always have to prove myself. That's crazy.
Mm.
If I got to keep doing that, that's not a relationship. That's a babysitter. That's whoever.
You're
I'm not doing all
performing.
that. So that's essentially what happened.
Mm.
What about you? Same thing?
No. Mine was a little different. I was in a relationship. It was.
We got there.
I was in a poly situation, and
Wow.
the woman, again, she was free to date as she chose. She met a man that she was interested in. He wasn't into polyamory.
Okay, so that's totally different lifestyle.
Right.
Okay.
And so she wanted to appease him in his lifestyle. And I was more than willing to say, okay, do you?
Oh, so that was it?
I let her choose, and she walked away, and she made her choice.
Okay, so let's go back to the...
Was she poly at that time?
Yeah.
And you were poly as well?
So she was basically making a commitment to be somebody else. And
Okay.
for me, that was the biggest turnoff for me and her. Like, because we had spent so much time digging through the
layers?
bushes and the layers and all of the muck of, getting to, okay, well, Polly, this is what we want. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to live our lives, right? And so when she committed to dating this man who's monogamous, well, that's not who you, like, I've known this person for a long time.
She could change?
Yeah, she definitely could. But listen, we had a conversation. She wanted to gauge him and get him into poly, but he wasn't with it. See what I'm saying? And she was of the mindset that she was going to change and be that person for him. And I was okay. I felt like, again, this is what we do this for. You know what I'm saying? For again, at that point in time,
I can respect that though.
We were, I want
because she handled it maybe a little different.
Definitely, she did. So there was a lot of secretive stuff going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so that's why it was kind of a little bit easier for me. I don't, I'm not gonna blast the whole story and all the business, but that's what made it a little bit easier for me to just walk away. I mean, I would have walked away anyway. I'm not a person that wants to hold on to anybody.
When they don't want to, they got to put out the door.
When it's time to go, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely could have been handled better. But on my end, all I want is for you to be happy. And so if that means you want to be happy hiding who you are or changing who you are or whatever that means to you to fit that relationship, if that's what you felt like you needed to do to be happy, all well and good, do you. Did it end up happy? No, of course not. You know what I'm saying? I still keep having a situation, know her, because again, I know her. She's a friend.
Were you like, yeah, cool, you know what?
No. I don't believe in hating, bro.
It's not hating, but sometimes I was the best.
No, you know why I didn't?
I was a better option, you know?
We knew that from jump. Because for me, I allowed you to be who you really want to be.
Okay.
Right? You wanted to change him to fit you, but end up changing you to fit him. So you definitely weren't going to be happy in that situation.
Well, she could have not been happy other ways too. So sometimes you have to try something.
No, again. So my thing is, whatever's going to make you happy, go find that. Go do that. Go try that. It didn't work and it didn't make you happy. But guess what? That door is locked behind you. So don't think you come back swinging through it. So it's cool. I want you to be happy. I'm going to always be here for you. I'm a good dude, right? Good friend. But that intimate door, that relationship door, you close that. And I lock that joint. So that door don't swing.
Still a lot of love there, though.
Still respect. And love as a friend. You know what I'm saying?
So it's got love for the person versus loving the person.
So, and I believe love, you never stop loving someone. Love changes.
It does change.
Love changes.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, there's love there. I wouldn't say there's a lot of love there.
Uh-huh.
I would say there's love there because, again, me and this person went through this journey of finding who I am today together, and they helped me get here. So I probably wouldn't be here as where I'm at as far as my mindset, as far as relationship goes, had I not been with that person. But they had, they had to do what they had to do. I had to do what I had to do. So again, I'm always be here. Hey, support you, talk her through the breakup and all that. But don't come swinging back through that door. I got nothing for you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Situations are so. It always seems such a, because breakups are always, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes they're easy, but very, very seldom they're easy, right? It's always going to be that you could have handled it a little differently.
Could have handled this part of the relationship, that part of the relationship better. Nick, what about you? I know you're in a current relationship, but
yeah, no, that's cool. I'm transparent. I think everybody, all of our viewers, they know that about me. I'm not scared to put myself out there and share some experiences. But with my last relationship, it was long distance. We actually ended on a good note. It wasn't anything crazy or the run of the mill cheating or all that crazy shit. It was just like it was a long distance relationship. We tried to make it work, but to no avail, right? And then just upon having those conversations in between time, found out that she actually needed to go and do a lot of work and healing within herself. And then I had a lot of stuff going on my end, just dealing with a lot. So trying to maintain your trying to maintain what you got going on in your ecosystem, and then what she had going on over yonder, it became taxing, and trying to schedule who's going. Like I would drive out to see her, she would fly up to see me. So it was just a lot, and we had to come to that. We just had to come to the realization that this is probably not like super dope chick. She's super dope, cool, but it's just the timing. Yeah, that's really what it was for us.
Every time.
I'm gonna comment on that. You're better, bro. I can't do long.
I'm not doing it.
I had never done it. Yeah, but that was an experience.
Right. And I mean, it's a good experience for you. Would you ever do it again?
No, I can't do it again.
Yeah, I feel it. Not my style. Like I'm a. So they talk about the love languages. I'm one of those, the touch, the physical touch.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And so for me, I'm not gonna lie. If I can't get that physical touch, and from you,
no, that's real. You gonna get it from
I just
don't have to go handle it.
Yeah, because it's hard to be serious. Because there has to be a level of
discipline.
Well, it's not discipline, but a level of
intimacy is what you're talking about.
I can reach you. I can touch you. I can see you when you know what I'm saying? It could be some time.
And I understand that a woman gets busy, right?
But could you be?
I see what you're saying, B.
But could you be, super slick with it, where intimacy can hold her with just your words? Because intimacy isn't just about touch and all that.
I hear you.
It can be just mentality.
No, for me.
Not just, okay, gotcha.
For me, it's just
because intimacy is different for everybody. So
very true.
Some people have it where they can use their language, or they can use because it starts in the morning, ends at night. So everybody.
And I agree with that. But for me, just me again, and I'm not speaking bad about long distance relationships. I'm speaking to my piece, but I couldn't do it because I need that actual physical touch. You know what I'm saying? To keep me, and it doesn't even have to be, sex. I just need, you know what I'm saying? I need to embrace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to be able to embrace the person I care about. I want to be able to hold them, touch them,
that hug,
receive them. You know
what I'm saying? Whenever you want, right?
That hug that you might, you know what I'm saying? It's just a long day,
and it makes it hard because, like, especially on them hard days where you need. My partner Barry can't do it for me. I can't call B because
you better not call me for
you know what I'm saying? And so when I need, even when you're having a hard day and you just need that woman's touch, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm with you.
And so
that part right there, woman's touch.
And so for me,
but especially if you don't have no end game,
I would lose interest.
I would too.
If I needed you and you couldn't be there, now if it's situation, job, kids, man, okay, boom, that's understandable. But distance. It's not an excuse. Again, but it is because it's the situation you chose, but it couldn't be an excuse for me. You know what I'm saying? When I needed someone, so I wouldn't even put myself in that situation.
And it's got to be an end game, right? So if we go, how long distance is it going to, are we doing this for a year? We're doing this for 2 years. Is she moving? Am I moving? I mean, what's
that was a part of the conversation too, like who's moving where.
Right.
We were trying to figure that out, and that was one of the things that we just couldn't come on we couldn't agree to. So,
right.
Yeah, that played a part in it as well.
So that can definitely do it. So as you can see, we all have 3 different reasons, but it all ended. But it's still a blessing because it makes you ready for the next, or however you.
I definitely think mine helped me mature. Again, because I went through a serious life-changing journey with this person. You know what I'm saying? Now, what was great about it was we communicated in the beginning where we were and what we wanted to see. Now, again, our feelings and emotions evolved. You know what I mean? And we got deeper into it, but we always maintained a level of, listen, in the end, you're not my girlfriend. I'm not your official boyfriend. I am when I'm with you. When I'm here with you and we're together and you need me or you call me, I'm all that. I'm all that and more.
This is the chick that you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But if I want to go out and do me, if I want to meet a friend and I want to go out with her and do that,
Okay.
I'm not calling you to check in.
Mm-hmm.
I might not even tell you. I'll tell you if you ask, and I'll give you the full respect to tell you the whole truth. And we actually got to a point where we actually did communicate about our dates with others. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got to a point where I actually enjoyed hearing about, her going out on a date and how she had fun and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We talked about that.
Okay.
But so we really matured, not just together, but separately with each other. So in the end, I definitely think that being in that relationship helped me to be where I'm at mentally today.
Well, I think I understood something even with my last, is that if you get in a situation and you feel like the person don't have your back on things, that ain't gonna work.
You got to move.
Because I'm gonna have your back. You got to have mine. Bottom line, nothing else matters at that particular time. Stand up or stand down, whichever case. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, no, I
and so those some things are non-negotiable. I think sometimes as men, sometimes you see them. Women do. You see the signs of things, and like, okay, maybe, possibly, the mindset will change.
I can work.
I can work. Maybe then I realized, no, that's serious.
No, you got that. You got that. Some things you got to lay down.
You got to. And I think any relationship, especially in a relationship, you got to feel the safety of your partner. That when it comes down to it, they're down. They're there.
I got a good question, and I'm gonna leave it to the group. What is a hill that you're willing to die on in a relationship? So basically, meaning, what is a firm, hard no? If a woman don't do this, don't have this, what is the hill that you'll die on and tell your woman this is it?
I just said, if you don't have the back, I just don't even see how that's possible. You should never feel like your partner is just.
I agree with you on that.
Like, what are we doing here?
I agree with you that. Me and my girl, we had a conversation.
Got me mad. I'm just mad at the camera. Camera, look at that.
You about to grab the camera. Don't choke the camera out, B. Don't choke the camera out.
Me and my girl, we were talking about because we have relationship check-ins, right? Or at least that's what I call them. So,
okay, but hold on. Before we go any further, what is that?
So
never heard of that.
So like every other month, we'll sit down and talk about, like, or not talk about, but we'll, ask each other, like, so where are you at right now? How are you feeling about the progress of this relationship?
Okay, I like that.
What is it that what am I not doing? Am I not pouring into you in the way that you need me to? Not want to, but need to. We do it every other month. We haven't really like sat down and like,
let's do it
15th.
Right.
It's just
it's
every other month.
So it's nothing.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for.
Making sure that your cups are filled. I like that.
Right. So I like to know where she's at.
I might take that into my next relationship whenever I find you.
I want her to know where I'm at. And so with that, we were talking about family, kids, and marriage and all that.
Okay.
Now she already has a little one, so I see how she is as a dope mom. She's doing her. She's on top of it.
That's what's up.
So there was the whole, well, what if we have a child? How would you, And so the conversation was around discipline.
Okay. Ooh, that's always a tough one.
It is.
Discipline is always a tough one.
And so the hill that I'm willing to die on is, if with my kids, particularly my sons, if I see them doing something that's just super out of pocket, I'm gonna handle that in a way that I'm putting hands on them.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because me is just bringing up boys. It's different than
black men.
That too, and I told her that I was like,
I'd rather do it than the police,
right? And so, but she's on the other end of the spectrum where I don't believe in whipping my kids and enacting any type of violence and things of that nature. And I feel her 1,000% on that. Like, I actually like her approach, and that's the approach that I am definitely gonna want to incorporate. But again, with my sons in particular, if they're like, I told her, I was like, what if one of them, buck at you? The first person you gonna call is me. You gonna want me to handle that because he's gonna. There's gonna.
Down.
She has to have a belief that you're gonna put it down.
And I'm putting him down.
There's gonna
fast.
There's gonna be a time where he's bigger than you and stronger than you. Like the things that you was pouring into him when he was a kid. It may not work. Like kids are different. People, folks spaz out, whatever. So my thing is, if that happens to you, you're gonna be looking for his father to take care of that. And ain't no talking with that. It's not gonna be much talking. So that's where like
as I'm putting you on your back.
So her whole thing is, no type of hand play whatsoever. Me,
hand play on what?
Like discipline. Yeah, discipline.
That's a no-go.
Yeah.
Because that's not something that we're gonna change.
And that's
either you do it or you're not.
That's something I'm just firm.
Well, you know what though? I'm gonna have to disagree with you. And the reason I say that is because I know a couple single moms that are raising young boys.
Okay.
That were initially the same way. Oh, I'm not with my kids. I'm not But once you realize that a boy has to be dealt with in a different manner.
Right.
Like I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling her because she was having a problem with her son, and I coach him, and I was talking to him. I said the reason you have problems with him is because when you talk to him in the same tone that you speak to me. I said us as men and boys,
tone is everything.
We respect dominance.
Right.
So if you don't show your dominance to him,
he's not taking that serious.
He doesn't take you serious because boys are like lions. Little boys are like animals. Same as men. We respect the dominant one.
Let me go even further because I remember I was talking when I was in a situation. I was talking about tone. I said tone is very important. You got to understand, especially when you're dealing with men of color.
Yes.
Tone is everything. Even if you might not mean it like that, but if your tone is aggressive or a certain amount of agitation or things of that sort, we're going to take it like that.
Yep.
And so you got to understand tone. Now, that's with anything.
And context. Tone and context.
I would say tone is very...
See, hold on. There are ways to discipline your kids without whooping them, and they will respect you and never buck on you.
She got a point though.
That's true.
Not every kid will buck. So
I pointed to that. That's why I said every kid is different.
But
in the case,
you have to know as a parent what type of parent you are. Now, even though you spank your kid, after you have to have that conversation. Tell them why. Are you teaching them the lesson?
Can I say something real quick?
Now, jump in there.
So I had put all that out there, B. I told her when my mom was whooping my ass, it wasn't because she was out for blood. It was, little nigga, you need to calm down, and this is why I did what I did. And
so some type of correction.
I'm gonna. It was. That's all it was. That's all it was.
That's what spanking is. Because
after you got the butt.
There are those parents that do just.
No, you got some that get off on just hitting their kids. That's weird. But how I was brought up, it was this is why you got this butt whoop. Don't do it again, or else you will continue to get.
Well, now you tell your child, hey, I did it. I love you. Yeah. I want to see you do better. Right. So that's the reason why I had to. I don't want this thing. That hurts me. That hurts me doing it. Right. And so you got to have those type of conversations.
But I would imagine.
But no, it does.
It does.
So you got to have that. It really does. But I understand what V is saying because she makes it really
I know. I'm not disagreeing at all. They're like, so for me, I don't really have to spank my children. You know what I'm saying? I don't honestly even remember the last time I gave a whooping out to one of my kids, just because we have that level of respect in my house. That for one, when I lay down the law, that they know that's what it is, and even when those rules are broken, I'm able to discipline and talk to my children and get them to understand why, where, and where we're going with it. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely is a possibility. But there are some times where, listen, I have boys. I have a 15-year-old boy, and his arms are as long as mine. Listen, let me tell you something, little boy. If you ever get it in your mind or in your thoughts,
you gotta put that.
I will cave your whole chest in for you.
I remember my son was talking to his mom, and I'm sitting there like. He said, I had it,
you got to do that.
I had it done.
You had to do that.
He loved it. He understood why. I'll do it again. You're not going to be disrespectful to your mother.
See,
listen.
If you're watching, babe, you got two fathers here that just gave you examples B was talking about his in front of, he's doing it in front of her with his mom. So it's just like it's different, man.
Listen, I'm
It's different, man.
So I'm very, very hard on lying. I don't like lying. I'm very the hill I'll die on is honesty.
Okay.
And that's
It's a good one.
relationship. That's it, because I'll be honest with you. I'll be straightforward. So my son that got in trouble at school, you know, he actually lied on his teacher. He didn't do a project.
Oh yeah, we talking about
He said the teacher lost it. Now again, because we have such a level of respect in my house, I went through the whole story scenario with my son, and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But I also said, when I go to this conference and I figure out, don't have me go up here looking a fool, because I'm going to stand up for you as your father. I'm going to stand up for you.
You're going to have your son back.
Now, I wasn't disrespectful to the teacher, but I did let him know that my son has a strong father in his background and in his corner. Now, when I found out that my son was lying, first thing I did was make my son apologize to the teacher, and then I went home and handled that. I didn't whoop him. Did I take that collar, snatch him up, put him in the air? You damn right I did. You damn right I took him off his feet.
Because he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
We had multiple conversations. He knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it makes you look like a certain way.
Thank you. You know what I mean? And he continued. So we had to correct that.
Yeah.
Now, you know, again, did I want to whoop him at the moment? Yeah, but I knew that in that moment I would have hurt him. So I chose not to. I chose not to whoop him because I was angry. I was angry. I was upset, and I was hurt because we don't do that in my house. So I chose to punish him in other ways. Yeah, I scared him a little bit. You know, lift him off his feet, let him know. Listen, as a young man, you're going to be making man decisions now.
It's accountability.
So when you make man decisions, you have to take man consequences.
Yeah.
So I had to let him know. So again, I'm not saying that, you know, you always need to be physical, because I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, I don't even remember
every situation you gotta handle differently. Not everything is I gotta spank. No.
Yeah.
Every situation you handle differently.
Right. And as a parent, you'll know when and how to navigate that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you'll figure it out. And your kid's personality will show you that, those types of
exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So no, I totally agree with both. And I think these are conversations you gotta have, because it's not no one way of disciplining your child.
Definitely.
There's multi-layers to it, and you got to figure out what works best for your child. So,
Let me get this last comment off, and then I want to go into the fun topic.
yeah.
V says you can discipline your kid with love. Okay. My oldest brother had to put hands on him. I'm guessing his kid, and send him to Job Corps. Oh, I remember Job Corps because he was not respecting my mother and his grandmother. Yeah. Oh, the uncle ended up intervening. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Rona James says, "Hey, cuz, I really enjoy y'all's conversation that y'all be having."
Hey, Rona, how you doing, cousin?
Hey. All right, so for the last topic,
make sure you like and share it, Shopkulture.
Please share, like, subscribe. Erectile dysfunction. We're just gonna get right into it. Here's the meme that I found. Well, anyways, it says erectile dysfunction. It's not that hard. It's supposed to be funny, huh?
Not that hard, damn. No, okay. So if it happened, I think I was just asking, would you be embarrassed, or you know, is it an embarrassing?
Ladies, is it an embarrassing moment for
call to the truth moment, fellas?
When the man goes limp.
Oh, yeah.
Call to the truth moment, fellas.
Yes, happened to me.
I feel it. Oh, has it happened?
Has it happened?
Oh, yes. One time.
Yep, I don't even lie. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not going to say it only happened one time. I'm not going to.
Hey, man, you being honest. We appreciate honesty.
Hey, man, just being real with you. Did you get embarrassed? Because I don't. So
I'm not going to lie. The first time it happened,
were you drinking?
You know I was. I was on one. And I'm mad. It was one of you get in there, you're like, I'm about to handle this, bro. I'm about to go in.
Bro.
What is this?
Listen.
You know, mad at it.
Bro, you on the, you know what I'm saying? Bro, wake up. Remember in the Sixth Sense when Marlon Wayans was slapping his joint? Wake up. Wake up. But that's how you feel, bro. So that first time, bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. I had to make an excuse. I had to leave. I gotta go.
I went to the gas station to get some Gatorade. I was like, maybe if I need to get some Gatorade.
I couldn't go back, bro.
I pushed myself. Because she was looking at me like, so. And that was what was like, that was the embarrassing part. She was just looking at me like.
Guys feel they're all lying. I understand.
I understand, but they're staring at you like, so you're not gonna get this?
Yo, it was. You know, they always think because they're naked that you you should just automatically
Just,
be ready to go.
Bro, I'm like, can you help a brother out?
Yeah,
Bro, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Alright,
One time, bro, listen, it just wouldn't work. I don't know what was wrong that day. Bro, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the liquor, too much drink in me, dehydration.
That probably played a part. It could be the so much as the
bro.
vibe. It could be so much as the vibe not being right.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you, she tried to help me, bro, and it
Still didn't
I
work.
felt so bad, bro. I just had to. Hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and head out.
No, too. You know it's bad when the woman turns her back on you.
Hey,
No!
I never had that happen.
No!
I'm like, man.
Hey, listen, I had it happen one time to where she turned it back and she threw it at me, and I'm like, what you want me to do with it? Like, I don't.
See, I'm a cold guy. I used to get embarrassed, but I just know my limitations.
Hey, listen, I just don't get that drunk no more.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
it was a lot of other things going on. I would be like, I'm stressed out. You know the brother. I was like, kid, son got in trouble.
Man, my job tripping on me. You know
So
what I'm saying?
life is happening to me
Like,
right
I be coming up with all types of weird. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh, man. So,
Man.
It was that was a humbling experience. for me.
It humbles us, but it's real, and it does happen, and it's all about how you handle it. I mean, well, it is embarrassing, especially if it's the first time with the person.
Did you help her? Did you finish her? Did you handle
I
that?
didn't.
I know. We know you ain't do nothing. B put his hat on and said, "Man, I got the head out."
Listen, man.
He said, "We don't do that around here."
I got that remote starter.
Hey, B went to the house and said, "We don't do that around here."
Hold on. I got that remote starter.
Damn.
Batman.
Yeah.
Well, he seen the flames jumping out the back of that joint. He was out of there so
This
fast.
man said the play.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm embarrassed. We all embarrassed in that house.
I didn't either because I'm not. I ain't gonna be the only one not getting nothing.
Listen, I was gonna keep it like that, man.
I'm like, listen. Why you get to heaven? I don't.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We both gonna lose out tonight.
We
both gonna lose.
Might call somebody else.
He said, "If I'm done, we done."
Man, listen here. Okay?
It happens, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They say a lot of that though has to do with a lot of the stuff you put in your body, as far as like you talking about drinking. Yeah, your diet.
High blood pressure. Blood pressure
all
spikes. Yeah, man. So it's a lot of, especially the older you get. So that's why you got it. Yeah, bro.
They say if you take too many of them damn pills too, you can mess the shit up too.
I wouldn't know. I ain't up to the bill.
Based on the articles that I've come across, I'm like, dang, you can't even.
Well, it's not gonna always work.
Yeah, you got cats out there that seem to think that that's the end all.
If you think that this is your power right here instead of right there, well, you already lost.
You lost, right.
I can't just have both.
You already lost.
Having your cake and eating it too.
Man, listen,
guys, we got this. Man, we went over, guys.
Real quick, V says it happened to me. I didn't have the heart to tell him. She said I didn't have the heart to tell him, so I never called him back. However, I was young and immature. She made sure to put that at the end.
Hey.
But hey.
Then you ain't no good.
V.
Call that man up again.
Hey, you owe that man.
Call him and say sorry. Apologize.
No, forget that. You owe that man a session, okay?
Put
that man up.
I bet you he's brittle though.
Listen, she ruined his ego.
Oh my
God.
God.
That man's ego is bruised forever.
It's done.
He didn't recover from that. You owe that man a session.
Don't do that. Yeah,
that's a scarring right there. So I never called her back. That's always gonna be in the back of his mind. Like, why didn't she ever call me back?
Oh man,
I thought I was laying it down. Yeah, you laid down.
Yeah, man. To yourself, man.
Hey, and you know most of them do. That's the problem. Is most of these dudes
half limp trying to talk about you beating it up. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't lying to each other.
Man, she bored.
I always can tell when somebody likes you because they're lying to me. I'm like, yeah, we're lying to each other. I said, man,
we're lying to each other.
That's what it is.
Oh God,
man.
Hysterical. Well,
guys, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Shopkulture.
You already know what it is, baby.
Make sure, guys, to like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. We got all the information up there. Remember, December 26th, meet and greet, 5 to 8.
Oh, the 26th.
All right.
Gotcha.
So, guys, thank you once again, Shopkulture. Any last words?
You already know, man. Get therapy.
Come on.
Yes, sir. I agree. Be safe.
Stay safe.
We love you.
Be blessed.
Hey.